It was an announcement few people saw coming. Congressman Jared Golden says he's done with Congress at the end of his current term.
Among his reasons, a frustration with the political rancor in Washington. News Center Maine's Phil Hirschkorn is live in our studio tonight with the details of why Golden now says he is not seeking re-election. Hi, Phil.
Hey there, guys. Totally a surprise announcement. The 43-year-old Democrat from Lewiston says he believes in term limits, like the 8-year limit in the Maine state legislature where he once served. So he'll end his career in Congress after 8 years. But the real reason, family, and he doesn't like the job. Golden announced in May he'd seek a 5th term. His change of heart fueled by what he describes today as the polarization, incivility, nastiness, and violence in our politics, including death threats against him and his family. Golden and his wife Izzy have 2 little girls who are 1 and 4. And he wants to spend more time with them. Golden is a Marine and a self-described independent Democrat who breaks from his party more than most. He voted for President Biden's agenda less than half the time, and he was the only House Democrat to vote to keep the federal government funded and open in September. He did vote against President Trump's big, beautiful budget bill. Golden prides himself on being a top-ranked bipartisan House member, especially on military matters, and says he's proud of what he's accomplished for the 2nd Congressional District, for veterans, lobstermen, infrastructure projects. And in the op-ed, he asserts, if I were to continue with my campaign, I would prevail. He says, quote, I don't fear losing. What has become apparent to me is that now I dread the prospect of winning. Simply put, what I could accomplish in this increasingly unproductive Congress pales in comparison to what I could do in that time as a husband, father, and son. Golden says of his fellow Democrats, we're allowing the most extreme, pugilistic elements of our party to call the shots. Just look again at the shutdown. For as long as I can remember, we have opposed shutting down the government over policy disputes. We criticized Republicans for taking hostages this way. But this year, reeling from the losses of the last election, too many Democrats have given in to demands that we use the same no-holds-barred obstructionary tactics as the GOP. With Golden dropping out, we should note there are already 2 well-known Maine candidates running for his seat, former Secretary of State and State Legislator Matt Dunlap, who is 60, and Republican former Governor Paul LePage, who is 76. Golden rejected them both today, saying they're a far cry from being standard bearers of the next generation that will inherit the legacy of today's Congress. Now, all of Golden's elections have been close. 3 went to ranked choice rounds, starting when he unseated Republican Bruce Prolican in 2018. But Golden has gotten more votes than Donald Trump both times they were on the ballot together. It's a rare swing seat in the very gerrymandered House of Representatives. Golden's just one of 3 House Democrats who hold the seat. Trump won last year. So Golden dropping out is a blow for the Democratic Party's goal of hoping to take back that House majority, and it's now a wide open race.
And again, big surprise to a lot of people with this announcement.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, and you know that
I was ready to interview him about his next campaign.
We all were. All right, Phil Hirschkorn live for us tonight. Thanks, Phil.